Libra, here I am talking out loud to myself, and what I did not realize was I was actually channeling a message to you. Let me share this channeled message with you right now. So first, you're going to get your channeled message, just so that you know, and then I have oracle cards picked out already in front of me, so you don't have to waste time with the shuffling. I will start to read those messages to you. Then we'll go to your animal totem messages, so you know how the universe is going to be interacting in the 3D world with you, and then your angel messages come out, which is messages directly from your angels. And then, of course, I hope you follow me to the extended video, which is a 2-in-1, your Libra-specific romance reading, as well as the extended deep dive personal tarot card extension to the reading we start here. So, the channeled message was simply like, if I could deconstruct it to its simplest elements, you know what's right. Deep down inside, in your core, you absolutely know what is essential and what is right and what matters and what feels, what you know is your truth. You know it. But there are so many people around you with very intelligent and convincing arguments that are going to, in every way, shape, or form, incite you to believe or be convinced of their argument instead of what is inside your heart. And Libra, you have to absolutely rage against this. It is 100%, almost to the point where I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't feel in some ways defensive, because all of your DNA, like the hundreds of thousands of years of evolution that has led up to you being who you are in the flesh that you are, tells you that, you know, you're reacting to things not from psychosis. You're reacting to things not from societal pressures. It's got nothing to do with that. You are 100% reacting to everywhere your evolution and your soul's journey, not just your body's journey, but your spirit's journey has led you up until this point. And that is your truth, and that is the God inside of you, and it's telling you what is right. And somehow 222, I just saw it on the clock as I'm looking at my camera, and somehow somebody is trying to convince you, or I think it's more than somebody. I think this is like a social pressure in and of itself to make you conform to whatever it is you think you need to be, or you think you need to continue to do. It's like people encouraging you to basically just support their agenda, whatever. And I'm not talking about big political, I'm talking about whatever it works for them. So they're pushing you to use your talents and your skills and your intellect and your intuition to basically serve their purposes. But is it serving your purpose? This is really the time for you, Libra, to do a fucking heart-to-heart and think to yourself, does this, first and foremost, am I happy? Does this really ring true? Do I feel balanced right now? Because if I don't feel balanced, then clearly something is off. And so many times Libras can be thrown off balance by trying to get everything into balance. But you give too much of yourselves and you give too much of it over, and ultimately it pushes the fucking scale in the opposite direction that you want it to go. You don't want it to be off balance, right? You want it to be right there. You want that balance. You can feel it, and you are so innately in tune with that universal harmony. That's what it is. That's really because the universe is vibrations. It's not a bunch of solids. You know that. So essentially, it's not really what's weighing and what's the other. It's what's harmonizing. And if the harmonies don't feel right, then don't let anybody convince you that somebody can sing or that somebody can dance, that they got rhythm. If you know that the rhythm is off and you know that the harmony is off, then you know for a fact that something is off, and don't let anybody convince you that it's otherwise, because somebody is going to try to get you into their agenda and onto their side, and they're going to manipulate your fucking sensibilities and sensitivities to get it to work for their agenda. Do not work for anybody else's agenda. You can feel this inside your soul. You can feel where you're aligned, and you can feel where the health is, right? Where your happiness is. There is a sense in you of just complete and total certainty with alignments. And so when something starts to fall out of alignment, you have a right to get yourself back in, and you have a right to adjust. And anything that would obstruct that adjustment is really sort of an obstruction of justice. If you think about you as the justice card from the tarot deck, right? An obstruction of justice is anything that throws balance off. And I posted this meme on my Instagram feed. Please join me on Instagram, because I go live over there Monday through Friday. I do free tarot card readings for everybody, and we can talk and we can interact. It's really awesome. Born_without_boundaries is where you can find me. But anyway, I posted on Instagram, because I post a lot of stuff I don't post over here. So I posted on Instagram. It was a meme or a saying that anything. What is toxic is anything in excess. It's an excess of food, it's excess of drink, it's excess of alcohol, it's excess of work, excess of even emotion. Like anything that is excess is toxicity. And so that should kind of like give you a feeling of what it is I'm actually trying to communicate to you. There's something being done in excess, but it's being cleverly disguised as for the right reasons or for the greater good. And ultimately you can feel it more than anybody else, fine-tuned. You know that something is off. That is definitely 100% not what people are telling you it is. And I feel like it really hits home. It could have something to do with your children, something to do with your family, something to do with, but it's such a bullying energy. It's such an energy that kind of bullies you and backs you against the wall to make you feel like if you don't agree with it, then ultimately you're not a good person or something's wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. You need to trust your intuition. You really do. So here we have at the heart of your reading is bear. So there's some sort of formidable presence in your life. Could be a mother, could be a matriarch, could be a boss, somebody that is overpowering and overwhelming and intimidating in some ways. So that's the foundation of your reading. And then we go into your oracle card readings, shouting. Okay, shouting, you just want to scream your head off. There's a part of you that literally wants to fucking burst out and just tell this person to fuck off, or say what you need to say, or shout and rage against whatever this is, whatever you're being forced into, whatever category you're being forced into. And I was going to say tradition, but I don't think it's necessarily tradition. It could be because you're being forced outside of tradition. You know, it's sort of this energy, Libra, of you're being forced to be something that you're not because somebody thinks you should be. And you just are at a point where you just want to rage and you just want to scream and shout against it. It does have something to do with music, which is why I know it has something to do with harmony. It's like, is this harmonious to you? You can hear the tonality inside of you. You're like, Libra, you're like a living tuning fork. Like that's what you are. You can feel it inside of you. And that's why I say it's not necessarily what you're hearing, because what you're hearing has to do with intellect, and intellect is going to convince you against what you're feeling. And remember, intellect was designed to figure out the logistics for where your heart is guiding you. It was not designed to question your heart. Your heart was designed to connect with spirit. Does our heart make the wrong decisions? Not ever, never. But our emotions do, and that's because lots of times our emotions are driven by our egos and our want and desire of social acceptance. But that's like toxicity, and that's like toxic ego, which actually comes from the brain, not the heart. So FYI. Anyway, I digress. Then we have this. It's like you can do it. You know what's right. You know what's right. But there's something here, a sense of almost sort of being forced to give when it's going to bring you to destruction. It's like you can do this all on your own. You have the natural talents, you have your natural strengths. But here there's a sense of in some ways giving so much you're destroying yourself, giving everything that you have away. It's time to give to others others, but it's not time to give in to others. And there's a fine line here. This kind of mentality of, it's almost like somebody's telling you, Libra, you can do it all by yourself. You can do it all by yourself. You can do it all by yourself. Like you should do it all by yourself. And you shouldn't. The fucking ruler of the house of partnership knows damn well that nobody should have, that I shouldn't have to do it all by myself. And it's not even like I can't. It's just this sense of, don't try to convince me that I'm supposed to take all this extra work on, so then what? What do you end up with? You don't care that it kind of crushes me. You don't care that it's kind of like pushing me into sort of despair of my own ruination, maybe giving up too much of my money, too much of my time. It's like twisting your own value and finding a way to make you work against you. Be present. So this is all about finding balance and finding harmony and finding it in the strangest of places, and also be present, which means be aware. Be aware of all aspects of yourself and where your center is, because that center is going to keep you solid in a very rocky and tumultuous circumstance. Consult your body's wisdom. Like, this is it. These are the chakras lighting up. Your body has a great deal of wisdom. It is your route to the 3D world. And that's why it tells you a lot of things that you shouldn't ignore, because it's of this world. Your spirit and your soul aren't. That's eternal light. But your body is of this world, so it can connect to this world in ways that maybe your spirit doesn't understand. Your spirit was given the body to learn through the body. So it's like honoring those impulses and those warnings, or it's almost like if you're getting stressed out, or if you're overeating, if you're crying all the time, or if you're drinking a lot. All of these are cues that your body is in a state of frenzy, and it needs comfort. And it's not. And why does it need comfort? Because it's in stress. It's in high stress. It's cueing you into the fact that something is not correct, that you're going against what is natural and what is right and balanced. And your spirit's going to feel that too. Next to it, you have the card of intuition. So what is your intuition telling you? And it's a guiding force right now, especially throughout Piscean season. Pisces season ends this Saturday, but there's a heavy sense of, especially as Mercury, which really rules intellect, especially as Mercury has headed into Pisces. Mercury in Pisces is kind of lost. So in other words, you can't think through this, Libra. You really can't. It's not about thinking through it. It's about trusting the vibrations. When Mercury goes into Pisces, it's almost like trying to talk underwater. You can't talk underwater. Animals that have developed communication under the water use something called sonar. It's vibrations and receiving those vibrations, which technically sound is. Sound does it through your ear. Your ear picks up the sound, and then your brain translates what those sounds mean, because we've attributed value to those sounds. But this is a whole sense of, you're not going to be able to make those sounds with your throat or with your words. It's something that you have to feel inside of your heart. It's more about the waves that you make and the motions that you make, that are going to be ways that you can communicate right now. So if you're picking up on somebody's gesticulations, you're picking up on somebody's body movements, maybe they're slouching over, they're not looking right, then trust that, because it's more like body language that's actually going to be able to tell you what somebody's emotions are. And there are going to be emotions coming up that's communicated through these very physical communication ways, gesticulations and movements in the body, as opposed to what somebody is saying. what somebody's saying is going to be sort of like that stereotypical boilerplate, what's expected. But you can feel that there are emotions underneath it that are now starting to come through and show. And that is compassion. That's the time for compassion. And maybe you want to be compassionate to somebody, or you want to be compassionate to yourself and what you're feeling and what's bubbling from out from underneath. Compassion is sort of empathy and experience combined. It's you seeing somebody's humanity just as strongly as you see your own humanity. And you don't have to necessarily have experienced what they experienced to believe their experiences. This is being compassionate. Compassionate is one of the highest forms of wisdom. And this is the kind of wisdom that you're going to understand, even though people are going to try to convince you, that's not what they said. This wasn't what they said. This wasn't what they said. This wasn't what they said. And it's just like, no, I understand what's being said because I'm watching, right? My eyes, not just my ears, are picking this stuff up. And then we have power. And this guy is basically warrior energy, which is technically Aries energy. But the wonderful aspect of this card is, you see, he's a warrior, but he's playing the flute. He's playing music. He's making harmony. He's offering up harmony, and as his first attempt, right? But he's also coming prepared, right? He also has his fucking arrows right there, and he also has his skill set, and he will fight if he has to. But so it's not like you're going in hot. It's not like you're looking for a fight. But it is like you have to be prepared for one, right? Because you should stick up for what matters to you. And then we have bondage. There is something trapped here. There is something stuck. And usually bondage comes out of fear. Libra, it's made from a place of great fear. I don't want to move because I'll cause trouble. Or if I move and I do something, then I'll hurt somebody that I care about, because that's the lies you've been told in your head. Those are the lies you've been told, plain and simple. Soul writing is here. Soul writing is here. It's really interesting. Truth. You see that little word in the center of it? Truth. So it's like this is like automatic writing. It's like channeling what it is that you feel and just writing it down. A sense of getting it out on paper so that you can understand a little bit, maybe put words to that emotion, but trust the emotion. It's also a sense of something in written form may bring out the truth, or may help you put into words what you've been feeling. So keep an eye out for that. Choices. Make the best choices. It speaks exactly for itself. Like, make the best choices. The balanced choices. You know what the best choices are. Make the best choices. Not the choices that you're pressured into because it serves somebody else's purpose, but the best choices that your heart knows, your experience knows. And then we have gratitude. Be grateful for all that you have. Be grateful and thankful, but not only for those material things. Libra, be grateful for your body. Be grateful for your mind. Be grateful for your soul. Be grateful for what you've learned and how you've grown and your wisdom. And because with that gratitude comes appreciation, and with appreciation comes strength. And what you're going to need is strength and fortitude in yourself right now, because somebody's going to make you doubt it. And then we have soulcraft. And I'm just going to actually admit to you, soulcraft, I don't really necessarily know what the card means. So let me look it up and see if I can't find it really quick. Soulcraft. It came out for you. It's part of your message, so you need to hear it. The thoughts, ideas, and topics you incessantly discuss are crafting your life. Holy shit. So focus on the ones that make your heart smile. What? You are ready to receive answers from your soul about any topics, thoughts, or ideas you want to change. Be wise in your crafting, and the path of least resistance will call to you. Different soul vibrations will inspire different actions. If you are feeling tired, Your inspired action will be to rest or sleep. If you are feeling love, you will be inspired to do things that emulate love in your day. We all sense with our soul, but often override it with the rational mind. This is wow. Okay, trust your soul is bringing you the most up-to-date information. Bam. Fucking bam. Blown away. Blown away. So Libra, let's go into your animal totem cards right now. Let's see what the animal spirit guides want to commune to you. Okay. Let's see. A rebirth is assured. So this is something that's coming out of a dark place. Not a bad place, but it's like something's being revealed, coming out, something's waking up and coming back to life. Oh, so this is unexpected abundance is coming toward you or coming into your life. That's really wonderful. And then surrender now, trust it. When you feel the abundance coming your way, accept it with gratitude, say thank you for it, allow it to keep going. Also, go. This is Sagittarius energy. It's about knowing that you're headed in the right direction, even if it looks like it's the wrong direction, but you know it because you're led by your heart. The miracles are endless. So there's a lot of abundance that's coming into the 3D for you. It's almost like it's sort of being manifested, Libra, for you, okay? And then, oh, your star is about to shine. This is public recognition. Be open to infinite possibilities. This is good stuff. And then there's always enough. So this is Piscean energy. There's a lot of emotion right now. That's kind of what this is talking about. But it's also talking about the House of Mysteries. And it's saying that there are going to be mysterious things that are coming up, goodies that you didn't even plan for or ask for. What you're going to need to do is remain open to them and trust them. Trust that the things that are coming to you are for you. They are for you. They really are. And you can handle it. Absolutely. And then, yeah, things that are coming up that you did not expect. So this is things that are hidden right now. This is the moon energy. It's like Piscean energy. It's like the moon card. So it's those mysterious things maybe that you can't even touch or feel right now that are the ones that are the most important and are going to become the most influential in your life. And then we have be loyal to what you love. And this speaks to your integrity and staying true to yourself and what you know, what you instinctually know is correct. And then last but not least, time to let go. Something here is trying to block you. And that may be your own fear of letting go and what that means, what that says about you. I've never tried to let go before. It's just a fear reaction. So please be wary of the fear reaction. It could be you talking to yourself and talking yourself out of a lot of abundance because you're not ready to let go. You're not ready to let go out of fear. It's only fear. It's not it's not making sense. It's not logic. It's not intellect. It's fear. And fear is the devil. And the devil don't show up to the party in horns and hooves, okay? It's going to try to convince you to miss out on the opportunities that are coming for you by making the fear sound like it's making sense, like it makes sense, right? And I told you from the beginning, part of the channeled message, something is going to something's going to sound like it makes a lot of sense when really it's just a fear that's triggering responses in you to get you to serve its agenda and to get you to fail. So everything is set up for your success right now. If you follow your heart, this little fucking groundhog's going to get the fuck out of the way. I'm just letting you know. Let's go to your angel messages. Oh, I didn't say this. I'm sorry. If you really like this video, please do click subscribe and like the video and share it to your social media platforms, which really helps. And then click that bell below and hit all notifications so you get notified when I upload all of the content. Libra comes out with Scorpio and Sagittarius every single Tuesday before 6 a.m. LA time. So you can be sure to get that as soon as it pops up, as long as you have that all notifications hit. I always recommend that you listen to your rising sign, your moon sign, and your sun sign, because that's going to give you the most well-rounded message, the full message that you really need right now. And then peruse whatever other ones that you need as well. There's always the extended video. We'll get into that soon. And you can subscribe directly over on Vimeo. And then you'll get your weekly astrological forecasts, and you'll get access to the extended videos about a day before the link comes up here. And weekly astrological forecast is totally free. And then last but not least, join me on Instagram. Like I said before, I can't wait to see you as a part of our daily tarot card readings. a little plug. Plug here, plug there. Okay. So, thank you, by the way, for watching this video. When you watch to the end, it helps channel out more than anything. Blue Angel is right here front and center, and that's Michael, Archangel Michael, and that's protection. I, Archangel Michael, am here by your side. I am all around you and will forever protect you. Remember this whenever you feel fearful. I love you. All is well. So you're protected. Don't feel that fear. Remember that the angels got your back. Anxiety. Told you, we surround you with the healing light of amethyst, and you might want to take some amethyst and keep it on your person right now. Take a deep breath and breathe in this beautiful violet light. Feel your anxiety melting away. There is nothing to fear. There is only love. Surrender. There is no point in pushing the barrow up such a steep hill. Go back to the start. If it's causing you difficulty, I'm telling you, it's the wrong direction. Surrender your expectations. There is an easier way. When the time is right, a new path will appear. So it's not about laziness, it's about faith and not letting you be deterred from your faith. Mindfulness. Be mindful of another's feelings and needs. Someone needs your love right now. A loving thought is all it takes. And I just got this message channeled. You know, the person trying to convince you to be afraid may not be having any malicious intentions. They just might be caught up in their own fear. Don't let them bring you with them. Pull them out. Transformation. Through the great love that holds you in its embrace, you are moment by moment transforming to ever greater light, ever greater oneness, and ever greater wisdom. This is a transformative moment in your life, Libra, where you just get stronger. You want the details? You want the nitty-gritty? Follow me over to Tarot. I'm going to be happy to share it with you. I'll see you guys over there.